a good rush. Hey, it's Leighton here from the New Heights Adventure blog, and today we're back up on North Brother Mountain, and today we're catching up with Dave Wainwright, and here he is. So what adventure are we going on today?
Okay, we're going to be doing a tandem flight off North Brother Mountain here, so we're starting at around 1,500 feet, and we should be able to get up to about 3,000 feet today. So
Cool.
Touching the clouds and then landing down next to the river.
Cool, so I'm pretty excited, and that shaking's probably nerves, so we'll see how we go. So Dave, tell us a bit about yourself and your connection to the outdoors.
Hi, my name's David Wainwright. I've been flying paragliders for the last 10 years, and in the last 5 years I've become a full-time instructor running a school here in Laurelton. So we spend most of our days flying around cliffs and mountains and thermaling and traveling around the world, seeing other countries and competing and living the dream.
Cool. Okay, Dave, tell us about your most epic adventure you've been on.
So probably the recent one would be the Icarus Trophy, which is a unsupported paramotor race, adventure race. So that was in the US. So we started up near the Canadian border in Montana, and we had to travel south down to Monument Valley and across to Vegas to finish. So it was about 1,800 kilometers in length, and basically you start and then you get to the finish by yourself without any pre-arranged support. So yeah, it's a massive adventure. You got to fly, find somewhere to get fuel, find somewhere to sleep at night, don't get eaten by bears, and get to the end in one piece is the challenge. So yeah, that took 7 days in the end. And, I won that 2 years running. So that was a bit of fun.
Tell us a bit about this last one. You just were overseas, so tell us a bit about your most recent trip.
So just a week ago we got back from Thailand. where we had the World Paramotor Championships. So that's a combination of 3 different disciplines within paramotoring. So you have economy, navigation, and precision tasks. So your precision task is something like the Red Bull Air Race, where you race around pylons the fastest as possible. And then you have navigation, where you've got it's like 3-dimensional orienteering in a paramotor, basically. So you've got to fly around, find virtual waypoints, and tag as many as you can, and then get back to the finish point within a certain period of time. So then economy, obviously you can have economy in distance or economy in navigation. So we did an economy in navigation, for example, where we had to fly and find certain points and fly in specific routes with a limited amount of fuel. So 3.5 kilos of fuel, and then fly as many of these points as you could and get back without running out of fuel and not making it back home. So
And how did you go in that one?
So overall I came 3rd for the world, so yeah, happy with the result.
It's an awesome result. Cool. Yeah, so Dave, tell us, have you had any scary moments or bad moments working with clients or even yourself?
Yeah, there are some risks involved in paragliding, any aviation sport, but we do the best we can to mitigate those risks. And there was a few years ago where the conditions on the mountain were okay, and I thought it was suitable to fly, but once I'd taken off, it was apparent that the conditions were stronger than I had anticipated, and making it to the landing field had become quite a challenge. I had quite low cloud base in front of me where I was pushing into wind, which makes it very difficult. Obviously we can't fly into cloud, being a visual aviation sport, so I could navigate around the cloud, or I'd be landing in amongst houses and power lines and things like that. So my only option was to try and gain some altitude, and I ended up getting sucked into the cloud in doing so, where now I became disorientated, and my only means of navigation was a GPS that was in my pocket, so I wasn't set up for the flight and what could possibly go wrong with the flight. So I ended up having to get the GPS out of my pocket and then hold onto it with my hand whilst trying to fly the paraglider in turbulence inside this cloud. And once I was in the cloud, I knew the only thing was to gain altitude and get above the height of the terrain so that I couldn't possibly fly into it. So I did that, and then tried to find my heading and follow a set course. But by that stage, I drifted over the back of the ridge and flew out of the cloud on the downwind side of the mountain, which can be quite dangerous with turbulence. So once I established where I was then flying to an emergency landing option close to the highway. It was an airstrip, a small grass strip, and we managed to fly there safely, managing the turbulence, and got out of that situation by the skin of my teeth. So yeah, it was a very close call, and learned a lot of lessons from it.
What's one thing you learned from that situation?
Live to fly another day, basically. So if the conditions aren't right, or you think they're marginal, then you choose not to fly. It's the old saying in aviation, you're better off being on the ground, wishing you're in the air, than in the air, wishing you're on the ground. Once you're in the air and you realise it's bad, then you've got to get yourself out of that situation. So
Cool. advice for anyone watching that wants to get into the outdoor adventure world?
Yeah, sure, give it a go. Get into it. It's an amazing career opportunity. You're in nature, you're outdoors. It's much better than being stuck in a concrete jungle. And do what you love. Your life's too short to be sitting behind a desk pushing keyboards and pushing pens when that's not what you want to do. So you've got to do what you love, and you're much happier for it.
Cool. So anyone that wants to find out more about paragliding, where do they come to find you?
Yeah, if you want to look up paragliding, have a go, have a tandem flight, or learn. Then look up High Adventure Paragliding. We're here in Laurelton, and yeah, we'll be more than happy to take you for a tandem flight or put you through a course, and you can take on a whole new career.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks heaps for that.
Excellent.
That was good fun. Those spins, I don't think I could take too many of those spins, but that was a good experience there.
They're not for everybody though.
How was that, Leighton?
Yeah, it was awesome fun. So cool.
Does it make you want to do paragliding?
Yeah, you made a mistake climbing that.